Hello and welcome back to another Tekkit tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you the basic machines in Tekkit. Alright, so to get started, let's see which one. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Macerator. Basically what this does is it takes a block and it grinds it up. So for coal, you can see it'll start moving very, very slowly. There it is. You can see it's very slow. To speed up the process of any machine, if it has these slots right here, you can take something called an overclocker. You just put it right there and it'll speed it up a good bit. Yep, you can see it's going a little bit faster, not too much. Now, you can only put in so many overclockers, up to 8 I believe, before the machine will drain energy. So what you do is you can get these energy storage upgrades, and basically the more of these you have, the longer it could continue with more overclockers. And you're probably wondering, alright, what can I do with coal dust? Well, if you have enough coal dust, you can craft it in a 2x2 square. I don't have enough, but 2x2 square, kind of like that. And then you would get called carbon fiber. Well, you would get carbon fiber, and then from there you craft it one on top of the other, like that, only with carbon fiber, and then you would get something called raw carbon mesh, and then you would put it in a compressor, which then compresses it into carbon plates. Well, I just got sidetracked, but alright, back to the machines. Macerator can also take in ores and it will grind them up into a powder, and you get twice the amount of ingots in the end with ores than you do by just putting in a furnace. So say you have an iron ore, you put it in here, you get 2 iron dust, and then you would go over to an electric furnace, or any type of furnace, I don't have one in here, and you would get 2 iron ingots one out of each dust. So quick and easy way of doubling your ores. That's that. Oh yeah, all these machines can either be powered by cables, which are powered by battery boxes, and I'll have a tutorial on this as well, or you could power it with redstone, and it kind of acts like furnaces, only this you need redstone. So that's what the macerator does. Compressor basically just compresses things. Don't really know how to explain it. Like, you could get a mixed metal ingot, which is tin, refined iron, and bronze, and that makes advanced alloys, which are useful for making advanced machines. So that's what the compressor does. And what is this one? The extractor. Don't really know how to explain what the extractor does. If you have a water coolant cell, I think I have one in here. I don't. Well, to make a coolant cell, say for a nuclear reactor, you would put a water cell in here, put it there, and it would make a coolant cell, which you would use in a nuclear reactor. Don't really know how to define the extractor any better than that, so next machine, the recycler. Now, this is interesting because no matter what block you put in, it will you can get 1 out of 12 chances you will get something called scrap. And yeah, this thing right here, when you have 9 of them, you put them in a cube, 3x3 cube, and you get something called a scrap box. So you would put the scrap box down in your inventory and you'd right click it and you would get something out of it. Usually it would just be a wooden tool, or a few sticks or wooden blocks, not really too much. And it does not matter what you put in, it recycles anything, and you still have the same chances of getting scrap. So if you have plenty of cobble just laying around, just put it through and you can get presents out of it. It's kind of a way to think about it. So let's see, what else? Oh, next basic machine is the mass fabricator, and I'll show you what that is once I get there. Alright, so the mass fabricator basically creates something called UU matter. What UU matter is, it's basically UU matter. You can use UU matter to make pretty much a lot of different blocks, like grass blocks. If you arrange it in different ways, you get different items, like I think lapis, lava, gold ore, and probably the most useful thing, the only way you can get uridium, which is used in quantum armor, is through UU matter. And quantum armor, I'll just show you what it looks like. It's what I'm wearing right now. Looks kind of cool, and it is the strongest of all of the armors that I know of in Tekkit. And it's not like red matter armor where it blows stuff up by accident. I'm not sure how red matter armor does that, but it does. We've had problems with it. So basically, mass fabricator, it just produces UU matter, and the way that works, it takes a lot and lots of energy, but if you have a few MFSUs which store the energy, then you just put a mass fabricator with all the MFSUs pointing towards it, it will power the mass fabricator, which will make UU matter. Take those out, and look, another one was just made. I have 3 MFSUs, so it's moving quite quickly. So that is pretty much it for the basics of machines. There are a few other machines that do more advanced things, like there's the rotary macerator, the induction furnaces, and I'll have a video on that later. But for now, these are the basics, and yeah. Well, I hope this helps. Please comment on what you'd like to see. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.